Motivedia-boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please hit that notification bell if you want to see more of the videos. I thank y'all for tuning in. I'm back, baby. Been gone. We got to talk about this boxing. Great job by Canelo Alvarez. Y'all know, easy work. I predicted that Canelo would not. But surprisingly, I woke up this morning, I looked on YouTube, and I see Canelo. Not only did he beat Sergey Kovalev, but he stopped Sergey Kovalev. You know, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, you would have never, ever told me or could come to me and tell me that Sergey Kovalev would lose to Canelo Alvarez. Like I said, I predicted this fight wrong. And shout out to Canelo Alvarez, you know, the new super light heavyweight champion, WBO champion, Mr. Canelo Alvarez. And I was wrong. I was very wrong. You know, to talk about the fight, from what I've seen, you know, in some of the highlights and what I saw, Canelo, you know, he did a great job. You know, I think that the Triple G fight taught Canelo a lot for this fight, especially against a bigger guy who could hit as hard as a Golovkin. You know, even though Sergey Kovalev is at 175, I'm talking about from the power. I think this fight the fight between him and Triple G was a great chance to show what Canelo was capable of. And fighting Triple G, I think that's what made this fight beneficial for Canelo Alvarez. I also think that the team of Canelo Alvarez, which I didn't see myself, I should have saw, but the team of Canelo Alvarez saw that Sergey Kovalev's fighting style was no longer the crusher. It was more, I'm an old man who's just trying to stay in the game and win. And you could say that's from Buddy McGirt, but that's good training by Buddy McGirt. It's wise training by Buddy McGirt. But did that hurt? Did that hurt Sergey Kovalev? Hey, whether it was fixed or not, I'm not going to comment on that, mad dog. Shout out to Canelo Alvarez. He went out there and did a great job. Nat Cole, hey, baby. How you doing? But I saw Canelo take away Sergey Kovalev's right hand. He took away Sergey Kovalev's right hand. And I think that was a way of him showing his defense, but he also used that against who else? Triple G. Dodging that right hand, making that right hand not useful. He really took away Kovalev's power punch, the right hand. And I feel like Kovalev should have came out and used his 15-pound advantage. He should have fought Canelo Alvarez, but as you can see, he wanted to box Canelo Alvarez. One thing I saw in one of the highlights, though, I have to say this, and y'all remember me saying this. I saw Buddy McGirt training Kovalev, and he taught Kovalev, if you see how Kovalev was throwing a jab, leaning down, blocking the body, Buddy McGirt told him to throw his jab like that to block his body. At the same time, Canelo Alvarez watched him. Canelo Alvarez is something special, I'm telling y'all. He adapted, and he saw that Sergey Kovalev was throwing his jab low. He was trying to guard his body. He already knew what his head would be. That's why he would throw the hook uppercut and always hit Sergey Kovalev, because he knew where his head would be. And you heard Sergey Kovalev, you know, after the fight, he was saying that his corner was telling him to do this and he wanted to do that. So one of the questions we got to ask is Sergey Kovalev going to leave Buddy McGirt now that he lost? You know, I don't think he should leave Buddy McGirt. I think that the game plan was wrong. I felt like Kovalev should have really came out and showed that he was the crusher. He should have came out in the earlier rounds and tried to dominate Canelo Alvarez. But if Sergey Kovalev got knocked out in 11th round, him trying to go and be the crusher in the early rounds probably would have fatigued him. It would have been the same outcome. So it's a yin and yang thing. But Canelo did a spectacular job. Shout out to Canelo. I was wrong. I gotta get back on my boxing. I gotta get more back focused. Because there's certain stuff I should have seen, but I didn't see this, and I admit it. Canelo Alvarez is a special fighter, gifted fighter, and he went out there and he really did a great job on Sergey Kovalev. Like I said, you would have never told me 5 years ago that Sergey Kovalev would lose to Canelo Alvarez. I would have never thought that. I don't believe he took a dive. Like I said, I'm just reporting on the fight. I ain't gonna go into who took a dive or what. I don't know. I'm just reporting on it now. Y'all know how I get down. All I gotta say is, if you want to put it in that perspective, I didn't see a Sergey Kovalev who really wanted to prove a point. I didn't see a Sergey Kovalev who was really going out there to defend his title. I'm not defending the fact that they saying it was staged or anything like that, and I ain't taking away from Canelo, but I'm just saying I didn't see Sergey Kovalev. I seen the old man tapping with jabs and moving back. I didn't see the crusher. But whether it was, I don't know. Kovalev should have fought Canelo instead of trying to box Canelo. He had a 15-pound advantage. Why are you sitting there throwing jabs and playing with him? Why didn't you go out there and be more aggressive? Why didn't you go out there and fight the smaller opponent instead of trying to outbox Canelo Alvarez? I feel Sergey Kovalev should have went towards him. Let him feel the power of a true 175-pounder. But he didn't do that. I already said that Canelo knew where Sergey Kovalev's head would be. That was obvious from the way he was throwing those left uppercut hooks. He already knew that Sergey Kovalev was leaning with his head down, trying to block his body while throwing a jab. And if you go back and you watch the training and the upcoming, you know how they be doing the training, the talk and stuff like that, you will see a video where Buddy McGirt is literally telling Sergey Kovalev to throw the jab and lean down and block the body. And from the complaint that Sergey Kovalev had after the fight, I'm wondering if Sergey Kovalev is going to be like, you know what, Buddy McGirt made me lose this fight. Oh, Kingsley, you saying he should have won, Yard should have won? But Kingsley, he got stopped. He got stopped. It ain't over with for Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard's still gonna be a good fighter. He just gotta get a real trainer. He gotta get rid of that guy. I don't even know his name. The dude shouldn't be training nobody. Now, even though I salute Canelo Alvarez, I give him full credit for what he has done. Does this make Canelo Alvarez #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world? And I'm sure it's going to be a lot of people say yes, this does make him #1 pound-for-pound in the world. I still say no. I still say no. For one, he didn't defeat the #1 light heavyweight in the world. Now, it was smart movement by his management to go after Sergey Kovalev because, like I said, they saw that Sergey Kovalev was fighting an old man's game. And that's by using his jab and not being aggressive in his fights. So that's a great teamwork by Canelo team. But he did not beat the #1 light heavyweight in the world. If Canelo was going to be undisputed at light heavyweight in the world, I say Canelo Alvarez is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Now, I'm sure a lot of people gonna go against this and they're gonna say, Well, Floyd Mayweather was never undisputed. That was number one pound for pound fighter in the world. They make superstars are not pound for pound fighters of the world. Just because you're a superstar does not make you the pound for pound fighter in the world. Pound for pound means you went and beat every man that was in front of you and you have all the belts, in my opinion. And if you don't have those belts, whether you're a superstar boxer or not, you should not be placed in pound for pound. Canelo did a great job. He moved up two-weight class. He beat a 175-pound Sergey Kovalev. But that, in my opinion, does not make him number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He has never been undisputed. He's holding titles at different weight classes. He's not looking to be undisputed. He had all three belts. He could have fought Demetrius Andrade and became undisputed. He did not fight Demetrius Andrade to become undisputed. Now, is he the biggest name in boxing? Is he a superstar, the most paid athlete in boxing? Yes. But number one, no. Just because you, like I told y'all, if y'all check out my old videos, I don't give a damn if you got belts, make your whole street look like a rainbow. If you ain't never been undisputed, you just a title holder. Not champion. People getting this champion shit caught up too much. It's not champion. If you have a title, you are a title holder. You are not a champion until you are undisputed. So when we talk about pound for pound champ, you cannot be a pound for pound champion if you have never been undisputed. Do you hear what I said? When we're speaking of pound for pound champion, you cannot be a pound for pound champion if you have never been undisputed, because you have only been a title holder. Canelo is not number one pound for pound. Did a great job. Looked beautiful. I didn't expect him to beat him. I didn't expect him to beat Dan Jacobs the way he did. Did a great job. But he is not number one pound for pound in the world. Do not get it twisted. Now, if he goes and fight Arthur Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol, defeats them, he's number one pound for pound in the world. But there's no way in the world that he could be number one pound for pound fighter when we got Terrence Crawford and Alexander Usyk running around here who have been undisputed. Canelo will beat Benavidez's ass. Mad boy, Canelo will beat his ass. Undisputed trumps everything. Thank you, Lamar. Charlene, I think Plant beats Benavidez. I do too. I don't think the fight was fixed. I was disappointed that Sergey Kovalev lost. I didn't expect that. You know, I was expecting Sergey Kovalev to go out there to strictly dominate Canelo Alvarez. But unfortunately, he didn't do that. One thing I must say about Canelo, I love Canelo's respect for his opponents. I love his respect for his opponents. I love how he always try to make sure they're okay. He shows respect. He's not ignorant. He's not sitting there bashing his opponents. You know, if you talk even sideways Canelo, he'll make a joke out of it. You know, I will say that. I love the way he respects his opponents, man. Kovalev, in my opinion, is done. He done. There's nothing else Sergey Kovalev can really do at this point, especially with who's left in the light heavyweight division. You know, he was saying that he might try to come back and regain his title, but you just lost to a 168-pounder, 160-pounder, bro. Arthur Beterbiev ain't no joke. Dimitri Bivol, too offensive, has a too much punch output for Sergey Kovalev. Your confidence down right now. You just lost to a guy who's 2 divisions smaller than you. You know, I don't know. go to super middleweight, we got Billy Joe Sanders, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. 160, we got Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, Triple G again with the IBF. I mean, people gonna look at it and they gonna be, oh, Canelo's doing all the belts he has at different weight classes. He's not trying to be undisputed at any of those weight classes. He's not trying to be undisputed at any of these weight classes. See, they setting the image up for you that he doing all this great shit. And really, when you know boxing, he's not. He's just going around collecting belts, but don't want to do nothing with them. He also doing these certain type of fights to dodge fights, to duck fights. Now, is he looking good doing it? Yes. He looked good beating Sergey Kovalev. But is he ducking fights at 160? He did. He ducked Demetrius Andrade, could have been undisputed, one more belt. He moved up to 168, got a title. Have he said anything about being unified at 168? Now he has a light heavyweight title. Do you think he gonna run up on Arthur Beterbiev or Dimitri Bivol? So he just running around collecting belts, but you ain't really being great. He's not really being great. I agree with you on that, Kingsley. I agree with you on that. And I'm just being real. I like Canelo Alvarez. This is not a Canelo bash video. Like I said, great job by Canelo for stopping Sergey Kovalev. But I spit the truth of boxing. I'm not a fan. I don't kiss no ass. I just tell you the 100 truth. He's not going to be great. He's just going, collecting belts, dodging fights. Now, when he goes to be unified, when he goes to be undisputed, then we could talk about Canelo being great. Then we could talk about Canelo being #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. But just going from different weight classes, dodging fights and collecting belts don't make you great. It don't. Oh, well, let me go up here and fight for this belt because I don't want to fight who behind me. Oh, let me go up here and fight for this belt because I don't want to fight. I mean, that's not being great. The best fight the best. If the best fought the best, he'd be undisputed already. You can sit and criticize this video after you watch it or whatever. You can say I'm wrong. Why hasn't he been undisputed when he had a chance to only fight one more fight to be undisputed? The biggest acknowledgement in boxing is being undisputed. Why didn't he go do that? Because, son, what's happening? Jasper, Manuel, Mad Dog. He making history. He ain't doing nothing that ain't been done before. Is he making history? Yeah, he doing his thing. He's stamping his legacy. But what is he truly doing? What he's truly doing is dodging fights. He's collecting belts in different weight classes, but not trying to be undisputed in any one of them. The goal is to be undisputed. You are a title holder. He's a title holder. He's not a champion. He's a title holder. They trying to erase a lot of things. But doing this bullshit, he already is a franchise champion at 160? Come on, man. That's ducking in itself. I won't say Sergey was trying to retire, but you could tell that Sergey was out the game. You could tell from his fighting style from Buddy McGirt, and it's not Buddy McGirt's fault. He was just being a smart trainer. That Kovalev was fighting to stay in the game. He was almost out the door. That's why I said it was good. It was good movement by Canelo's team to pick Sergey Kovalev. Whoever saw that, they saw something good. Exactly, Kingsley, he went, like Kingsley said, he wins belts, relinquishes them to make history and duck. That's all he's doing. He's ducking while getting titles. You cannot be number one pound for pound champion if you are a title holder. He has never been undisputed. You are not a champion until you have all 4 belts. I saw the debut of Holyfield's son. He looked like he's serious, man. He made 12 million. 12 million. I didn't even know that. Yeah, he's making money though, but are we talking about money or boxing? I mean, if you just want to ride a man's coattail for money, then you need to be on Vlad TV or some shit. We talk about boxing on here, brother. I'm not on his coattail because he make money. He ain't sent a donation to my channel yet. His money don't do nothing for me. We talking about boxing on here. Hell, Floyd had money. Floyd wasn't never undisputed either. He changed the game into money though. Anybody who really loves the sport and know the sport know that money is just what they earn. That's just what they earn. Floyd was never undisputed. I mean, just being real. Me personally, I think Sergey Kovalev should take these $12 million and he should just go home. He should not disrespect. I ain't disrespecting him. I'm saying he should just go home and relax. Live his life. You know, he became a champion multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't see him beating the other light heavyweights out there. I don't see it. You had a guy come with 2 divisions smaller than you and beat you. Yeah, that's what franchise means, son. Get your duck on. Run. That's all franchise means. Bulletproof vest. That's all franchise belt is. Get your run on. Who's Sergey? I mean, he can go out there and do one more fight against a cow drive or something like that, but that won't mean nothing for him. So it's really unnecessary for him to go out there and fight a cow drive. You know, if you're going to leave, just leave. It ain't like you gaining confidence again to come into another fight. So just leave the game. Because I don't see Sergey Kovalev going and beating any other light heavyweights right now. But I bet you one thing. I bet you Canelo won't run up on Arthur Beterbiev. That'll be a good fight. That will be a great fight. Arthur Beterbiev versus Canelo Alvarez. That'd be great. Yeah, I heard Sergey got cases. Hold on right quick. y'all think Kathy Duva is going to drop Sergey Kovalev? There's something I was wondering. Yeah, I want to see him fight Jamal too. Have you noticed? Yeah, I wanted to say that too, Hassan. The franchise belt is to make, you can see the racial shift in boxing. Boxing is more promoted now to not have a black fighter on top. And I'm not just saying that because I'm black, I'm trying, you can literally see it. They're literally pushing it to make it where a black fighter will never be on top again. Like there won't be another Floyd Mayweather. And I was just saying it in the kitchen earlier. I want Floyd Mayweather to come back and take his crown, man. I hate to say it, but I want Floyd Mayweather to come back and take his seat on the throne, man. Because they upholding Canelo and all this bullshit that he doing. And I see the racism that's going on in boxing and how they literally are promoting fighters of other nationalities except black fighters and putting them up as franchise champions, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. It's not fair. But I'm literally seeing the fact that they want a great white hype or a fighter of Caucasian descent to be the face, or looks of the Caucasian descent to be the face of boxing. And you can see that with Canelo. Because this man has never been undisputed, but yet he's being hollered at as #1 pound for pound champion of the world when he's a title holder. Beat Sergey Kovalev, did a damn good job. Beat Daniel Jacobs, did a damn good job. In my opinion, he lost twice to Triple G. He lost to Laura. You know, like I said, I just speak the truth. This is my opinion. Is he the face of boxing from what he just did? Yeah. He's the face of boxing from what he just accomplished. But is he #1 pound for pound? No. Not at all. Oh, Andre Ward. I go in on Andre Ward. He another one who ran from being undisputed. All he had to do was fight Adonis Stevenson. He wanted to retire. Meanwhile, look at Gary Russell Jr. Look at Deontay Wilder, the longest reigning champions in boxing. Do you see them making them franchise? Do you see them inviting Deontay Wilder to the WWE? Do you see that? Do you see them inviting Deontay Wilder to the WWE? Franchise belts. Why won't they make Deontay Wilder a franchise? He been holding a heavyweight title for a long time. Why he's not a franchise heavyweight? Why is Deontay Wilder one of the longest reigning champions in boxing, not the franchise WBC heavyweight champion? He done had the belts longer than Canelo. He done had the belts longer than Lomachenko. Why is he not franchised? That show you right there is racism. But like I said, you know, shout out to Canelo Alvarez. I give Canelo Alvarez full credit. Great job on beating Sergey Kovalev. Like I said, I wouldn't believe in a million years that Canelo Alvarez would ever beat Sergey Kovalev. I really didn't think that would happen. But Canelo, good boxer, great boxer. He has proved himself. But in my opinion, number one pound for pound, no. Doing legendary things, yes, he did something legendary. He has stamped his name. You know, this will be remembered. You know, a lot of people say it was fixed, and a lot of these fights I'm feeling are fixed. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Duno fight. Ain't nobody really talking about the Duno fight. I literally seen Ryan Garcia hit Duno in the back of the head, right here, and just knocked him out. Why ain't nobody talking about the Duno fight? If y'all want to talk about something was rigged, talk about the Duno fight. I seen Ryan Garcia laying and hit this boy right here, the back of the head. This boy hit the ground like a tornado threw him into a wall or something. If we're gonna talk about a fight being rigged, talk about the Duno fight. That's one to wonder about. As far as with this one, you know, at the end of the day, whether we say it's rigged or not, at the end of the day, Perez did a great job against Sergey Kovalev. He is now the WBO light heavyweight champion of the world. I thank y'all for tuning in, watching the videos. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you know where to go. Go to community. I have Cash App. I have PayPal connected to the channel. All you have to do is go to community and see how you donate. I truly appreciate it. But most of all, thank y'all for tuning in. It's Easy Work Boxing. I am out.